there are levels to this game. And with that, I welcome you to Pursue Podcast episode 20. And we're still going, and I want to keep this going and share my journey, my thoughts, my principles, my values here, so I can look back at what I thought when I was 20 years old or 25 years old or whatever, and just get an insight into this mind and share what I'm learning at the moment so you can profit from it too. So what do I mean by there are levels to this game? Everybody's heard it. I just had a realization today while reading a book from Erik Jorgensen, who also wrote The Almanac of Naval Ravikant, which absolutely blew up when he wrote that, and now he's written the Book of Elon. And I'm currently reading that. I may be halfway through, but there are so many valuable insights in it. You can love him, you can hate him, no matter what. But I want to share this insight of there are levels to the game. And you start at level 0 when you're born, when you're starting out your journey. When you come to the realization that you are on a journey. Most people don't realize that they are on a journey through life. They just think, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? They aren't living this journey that they could live when they actually knew about their purpose and whatever. So, what is this all about, those levels? I think the first level is built up just around you. You are living in your bubble. You want to find a way out, fight your way out, and it's, in my context, a lot about business. So the first level is about how can I make my first money, how can I find my first little success and actually break through, and how can I just survive. But once you break through that and you are comfortable with that, most people start slowing down, enjoying their time more. But maybe when you are having a deeper purpose, you want to start to chase even more and go even bigger. And I think that's where the tipping point is, really, that differentiates the people that want to go big or just want to stay comfortable. And comfortable and going big don't go together. If you want to go big, you need to be willing to be uncomfortable for an unreasonable amount of time. That's what makes you exceptional, or however you want to call it. Doing unexceptional things for such a long period of time that it would be unreasonable that you are not exceptional yet. It's only the time span and the willingness to be uncomfortable and do things that other people wouldn't do in their zone of comfortability or comfort. Yeah, if you do that, you can push through and get to the next level. And that's, for me, seeing the first bigger picture. And I don't know which stage I'm at yet. I think I'm still at the first stage, but I know kind of the stages that are coming after. And I could be totally wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what's going to happen after. But I'm just saying what I've observed from other people that I've studied around this whole success stories world, whatever you want to call it. And I believe the next stage is like actually starting to build a valuable business. Not just surviving, but a valuable business. Something that provides a deeper value and is actually something hard that people don't want to do by themselves. And Elon in this book talks about manufacturing, for example. If you don't produce things that you want to have at home, you can't have them. So manufacturing is a deeply integrated thing in our world that everybody just accepts as normal, but it's actually one of the hardest things to do. So if you are manufacturing something and actually building a product, that's, for example, something hard that most people can't do. And this provides an automatic value to the society because you are doing something uncomfortable and hard that people don't want to do by themselves. So you are building something deeply valuable now, but maybe just from your own interest or your circle of friends. Now the next step, I think you just extrapolate that and maybe go deeper into your purpose, what you really are interested in, and build big companies up to, let's say, $100 million valuation. Something like the clothing brand Represent from George Heaton. Maybe you have heard of them. Great story. I love the brand. I don't wear streetwear, but I love everything behind the brand, and I take a lot of inspiration and knowledge from them. They are valued now at over 100 million probably, and this is deeply rooted in purpose. And I think they can go bigger, but it starts to fade. It's like an S-curve. It starts flat and then it scales up really fast and then it starts to slow down. This is for me, this first stage, this third stage that just after that you have to go big, really big, like worldwide big, or go home. And that's where Elon is playing at and all those billionaires are playing at. Because maybe Elon is a special occasion of them, but he thinks in worldwide problems. SpaceX, he is building a rocket company with just his belief of making our planet, our species, interplanetary. That's his whole goal. Everything behind SpaceX works towards that goal and that goal only. The same goes for, let's say, Neuralink. He wants to just develop that technology to help as many people and solve this problem. Tesla, he wants the same interplanetary thing as well, and he has figured out that if we are just extracting hydrocarbonate from our planet and putting it in the atmosphere, at some point it won't go well. So Tesla is his step towards fixing that problem. And he is ahead of most in actually already thinking about the next problem, or the problem 10 steps ahead, which makes it even more valuable. So I think personally that most people don't even realize how valuable these things are. He also, you might know this, started PayPal as well with some other people. This is deeply rooted in society now. This is like an existential thing that changed the world. Like transfer money via email. This was a change in the whole financial institution world. So if you think about bigger problems, you can do bigger things, but you need the capital for it. So you have to go through these levels step by step to actually get there. You can't just rocket your way up to the next level and from $0 build SpaceX. That's not possible. You don't have the capital for it. And nobody will fund you with their capital because you have no track record of actually building something towards a success. So you have to go through this ladder. The same is with networking, for example. You can't go up to, I don't know, some celebrity as a nobody and just hope you can network with them. But other people who have worked through the ranks and met this guy and that girl and whatever, and then they introduced them to someone a level higher, and then this person thought you had a nice idea and introduced to the next level. That's how you grow through the ranks, and you have this pyramid of peers and 1 level ahead and 10 levels ahead, and then maybe one person who's 100 levels ahead of you. And you have to work your way through those levels, and that just takes time. And I just had this realization that, yeah, you can maybe do something that feels deeply purposeful right now, but it won't be the end goal thing. And that's okay, because everybody has to work through these levels, and everybody has to just take his time to figure out what you actually want to do, and there is nothing bad about that. Let me know if you think the same way, or if you think this is total bullshit, but I think I'm pretty accurate with that, and I will see you next week.